wondered why your dog spins in circles before settling down for a nap? Well, you're about to find out. Welcome to the enthralling world of canine behavior, where even the simplest actions carry a wealth of history and instinct. Today we're exploring a peculiar habit you've likely seen if you share your life with a furry friend. Yes, we're talking about that little dance they do before they curl up for some shut-eye. Think about it, you've just set down their favorite plush bed, but instead of diving in for some well-deserved rest, your pooch begins a funny ritual. They circle, sniff, maybe even scratch a little, before finally they settle down. It's almost as if they're tucking themselves in for the night. But why do they do this? To answer that, we must dig deep into their ancestral roots, back to a time when dogs roamed the wild, long before they were our couch buddies. In the wild, dogs didn't have the luxury of plush beds or cozy blankets. Instead, they slept on hard ground, often covered in tall grass. To make their sleeping spot more comfortable, they would trample down the grass by walking in circles. This circling behavior also helped to scare off any bugs or small creatures that might be hiding in the grass, ensuring a peaceful night's sleep. But that's not all. This circular pat-down also served a strategic purpose. By creating a visible impression in the grass, dogs marked their territory, sending a clear message to other animals. This is my spot. Stay away. So, believe it or not, your dog's quirky bedtime routine is a throwback to their wild ancestors. It's a deeply ingrained instinct that has survived thousands of years of evolution. Even in the comfort of your living room, your dog is still a creature of instinct, carrying the wisdom of the wild in their genes. So next time you see your dog spinning in circles, just remember, they're channeling their inner wild side. Ever heard your dog's low growl and wondered what they're trying to say? Let's decode it together. When it comes to dog talk, our four-legged friends are far more eloquent than we often give them credit for. They communicate largely through body language, but vocalization plays a significant role too. Today we're going to delve into that wonderful world of dog vocalizations, and by the end, you might just be fluent in canine. First up is barking. Barking is a dog's most common vocalization and can mean a variety of things. A rapid series of high-pitched barks often signals that a dog is excited or anticipating something fun. On the other hand, a low, slow bark can be a warning or threat. Next, we have growling. Now, growling often gets a bad rap, and yes, it can indicate aggression, but it's not always negative. Dogs also growl when they're playing or when they're trying to tell you something's not quite right, so it's essential to pay attention to the context. Whining or whimpering is another common dog vocalization. It's usually a sign that a dog is anxious, frustrated, or in pain. If your dog is whining a lot, it might be time for a vet visit. Then there's howling, a throwback to our dog's wolf ancestors. Dogs howl to communicate over long distances or to bond with their pack. So, when your dog howls along with your favorite song, they're just trying to be part of the chorus. And lastly, we have sighing. A deep, contented sigh from your dog is a good sign. It usually means they're relaxed and comfortable. If you're hearing a lot of sighs, congratulations. You're doing a great job making your dog feel loved and secure. Remember, understanding your dog's language is crucial in maintaining a healthy and loving relationship with them. So, the next time your dog barks, growls, whines, howls, or sighs, pay attention. They might just be trying to tell you something. Why do dogs sniff everything and anything? Let's uncover the mystery. You see, a dog's sense of smell is estimated to be between 10,000 and 100,000 times more acute than ours. That's like being able to detect a teaspoon of sugar in 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So when your dog is sniffing around, they're not just smelling, they're gathering information about their surroundings in a way that we humans can hardly comprehend. Imagine walking into a bakery. You might smell the general aroma of fresh bread, but a dog would be able to distinguish each individual ingredient, the flour, the yeast, the touch of salt, even the type of grains used. Now, apply that to the world outside your front door, and you can start to grasp how rich and detailed their olfactory experience is. But it's not just about identifying smells. Dogs also use their noses to communicate. When a dog sniffs another dog, or a spot where a dog has been, they're getting a wealth of information. They can tell the dog's gender, what it ate, where it's been, even its emotional state. It's like they have their own secret language written in scent, and let's not forget about the role of sniffing in hunting and tracking. Many dog breeds were developed specifically for their sniffing skills. Be it a bloodhound following a trail, a spaniel flushing out game, or a terrier sniffing out pests, these dogs are using their superior sense of smell to do the jobs they were bred for. But for our pet dogs, sniffing is also a form of mental stimulation. It's like a puzzle to solve, keeping their brains active and engaged. So, the next time you're out for a walk and your dog stops to sniff a tree or a patch of grass, remember that they're not just wasting time. They're exploring their world in a way that's as natural and important to them as sight is to us. So, the next time your dog is sniffing around, they're just reading their daily pee mail. Ever seen your dog twitching or whimpering in their sleep and wondered if they're dreaming? Let's dive into the canine dream world. Years of scientific research suggest that yes, dogs do dream. How do we know this? Well, it's all about brain activity. In humans and dogs alike, there are different stages of sleep. One of these stages is called REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement. This is the stage where most dreaming occurs. And guess what? Dogs experience REM sleep too, just like us. You've probably observed your dog during their sleep at some point. Maybe you've noticed their eyes darting back and forth under their closed lids, their legs twitching, or even heard them whimpering or barking. These are clear signs that your dog is in the REM stage of sleep, and very likely dreaming. So, what do dogs dream about? While we can't exactly peek into their minds, we can make educated guesses based on their daily activities. Research suggests that dogs dream about doggy things, much like humans dream about human things. Think about it. What does your dog spend most of their day doing? They play fetch, they chase their tails, they sniff around, they guard your home, they interact with you and other animals. It's likely that they dream about these experiences. Stanley Coren, a psychology professor and neuropsychological researcher, proposes that small dogs might actually have more dreams than larger ones. Why, you ask? Well, it's because smaller dogs enter the REM stage of sleep more frequently than larger dogs. So your tiny Chihuahua might be having more dream-filled adventures than your Great Dane. But before we get carried away with the idea of our dogs dreaming about their daily adventures, it's important to remember that these are still just theories. Until dogs can tell us about their dreams, we can only speculate. So, your dog might just be chasing squirrels in their dreams. A wagging tail means a happy dog, right? Not always. Let's find out more. Now, we've all seen dogs wagging their tails, and it's easy to assume that this is just a sign of a happy, contented pup. But did you know that a wagging tail can mean a whole lot more than just canine joy? The truth is, tail wagging is a complex form of communication in the dog world, and it can express a range of emotions from happiness and excitement to fear and even aggression. Think of a dog's tail like a mood barometer. The position and movement of the tail can give us valuable clues about what our furry friends are feeling. When a dog is relaxed and content, its tail usually hangs down in a neutral position. If the tail is wagging vigorously and the rest of the body seems relaxed, that's usually a good sign of a happy dog. But it's not always about joy and happiness. A tail held high and wagging rapidly might indicate that a dog is alert or agitated. If the tail is low and tucked between the legs, the dog might be scared or anxious. A dog wagging its tail slowly with a stiff body might be showing signs of aggression. The direction of the wag can also give us clues. Some studies suggest that a dog wagging its tail more to the right is feeling positive, while a wag more to the left could indicate negative emotions. It's important to remember that just like human expressions, tail wagging can be subjective. Different breeds and even individual dogs may have their unique tail language, so it's always a good idea to observe a dog's overall body language to get a full picture of their emotional state. In conclusion, a wagging tail is not just a simple display of happiness, it's a multifaceted form of communication that dogs use to express a variety of emotions. So the next time you see a dog wagging its tail, remember there's a lot more being said than just "I'm happy." So, a wagging tail is more than just a sign of a happy dog. It's a language all of its own. From tiny Chihuahuas to giant Great Danes, the world of dog breeds is diverse and fascinating. Let's take a closer look. There are over 340 recognized breeds of dogs worldwide, each with their own unique characteristics and personalities. Let's dive into this incredible canine variety. Starting with the small ones, we have breeds like the Chihuahua, Pomeranian, and Dachshund. These tiny but tenacious breeds are packed full of personality. Despite their small stature, these dogs are known for their bravery, loyalty, and lively nature. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the gentle giants like the Great Dane, Saint Bernard, and the English Mastiff. These breeds may be large, but they're often known as gentle giants due to their calm and loving nature. They're like the big teddy bears of the canine world. Then we have the herding dogs, such as the Border Collie and the Australian Shepherd. These breeds are celebrated for their intelligence and work ethic. They're like the Einstein of the dog world, and they love having jobs to do. There are also the hunting dogs, like the Beagle and the Coonhound, known for their sharp sense of smell and intense tracking abilities. And let's not forget our toy breeds, the lap dogs that are bred for companionship, like the Shih Tzu and the Maltese. Each breed has its own unique history. For instance, did you know that Dalmatians, known for their iconic spots, were originally bred in Croatia to guard horses and carriages? Or that the fluffy and adorable Pomeranian breed was once a favorite of Queen Victoria? And of course, there are the mixed breeds or mutts. These dogs can have an unpredictable mix of traits from their various breed ancestors, which often results in a one-of-a-kind pet with a truly unique personality. So whether your dog is a pint-sized pooch or a gentle giant, they're all part of the incredible canine family. Ever wondered why your dog does that strange thing? We've got some answers for you. Let's start with a classic: digging. Dogs are natural diggers. Some breeds, like terriers, are more prone to this behavior because they were bred to hunt underground pests. But all dogs may dig for a number of reasons. They might be seeking entertainment, hunting for rodents, creating a cool spot to lie in, or even attempting to escape. So, before you scold your pooch for turning the backyard into a moonscape, try to understand the reason behind their behavior. Now, what about those moments when your dog seems to be barking at absolutely nothing? It can be puzzling and sometimes a little eerie, right? Well, dogs have an extremely acute sense of hearing. They can hear sounds at frequencies up to 4 times higher than what we humans can perceive. That mysterious barking could just be your dog responding to a sound that's completely inaudible to you. Lastly, let's talk about a behavior that many dog owners find perplexing: eating grass. There is no definitive answer as to why dogs eat grass, but there are several theories. One theory is that dogs eat grass to induce vomiting if they're feeling unwell. Another theory suggests that dogs might eat grass due to nutritional deficiencies, and some believe that dogs simply enjoy the taste and texture of grass. So unless your dog is consuming grass excessively, or it's causing them to be sick, it's generally not something to worry about. These are just a few examples of common dog behaviors that might seem strange to us, but are perfectly normal for our canine companions. It's important to remember that while dogs share our homes and our lives, they experience the world very differently than we do. Their behaviors are often driven by instincts and senses that we humans just don't have. Remember, these odd behaviors are just part of what makes our dogs so lovable and unique. We've had a fun journey through the world of dogs today, haven't we? We've traveled through the many wonders of the canine world, unraveling the mysteries that make our 4-legged friends so endearing and fascinating. We began our journey by delving into some intriguing dog facts that had some of us wagging our tails in surprise. Who would have thought our furry friends could be so captivating? Then we decoded dog talk, understanding the subtle nuances of barks, growls, and whimpers. It's like learning a new language, isn't it? A language of love, friendship, and sometimes a little mischief. We explored the sniffing habits of dogs and discovered that it's their unique way of understanding the world around them. Their sense of smell is their superpower. guiding them through their day-to-day adventures. We pondered over whether dogs dream and found that they probably do, perhaps about chasing squirrels or playing fetch with their favorite humans. We examined why dogs wag their tails and learned that it's their way of expressing their emotions. A wagging tail can mean a multitude of things, from sheer joy to a friendly hello. We were amazed by the incredible world of dog breeds, each with its unique traits and characteristics. From the smallest Chihuahua to the largest Great Dane, the diversity is astounding, isn't it? Finally, we explained common dog behaviors, demystifying those adorable quirks and antics that make each dog unique. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope it has deepened your understanding and appreciation of our canine companions. Feel free to share your own fun dog facts or stories. We'd love to hear about the special bond you share with your dog. So until next time, keep loving and understanding your dogs, because they sure do love and understand you.